Hey guys, Orange Pylon here, and I wanted to do a commentary of race here on the Red Bull Ring GP. So here we go. I think I qualified third here coming into this race. Right off the start there, always a lot of contact. Second turn here, I wasn't unsure. I was unsure of how the drivers, would come into this turn, if everyone would just gun it. So I decided to brake a little bit earlier than normal. I like to brake at the 100 here. And you can see I go really wide, and I was really blind going through that and got really lucky. So we're now in third and coming down this slope. And my braking point is just before the 100 here. Guy's braking really late. They're going to go really wide. There's some contact there. So here's the main guy I'm going to be going up against, Deadliest car. And right here, I figured out some tricks during the qualifying for this lap, and I decided, not to use them right away. What I wanted to do is wanted to get an idea of how this driver was racing before I started implementing those things. I kind of wanted to, wait so he just didn't know when I was braking, so he couldn't counter my strategy. But here we go. See, I have a little trick here that I don't really use in the race, but I do it on I think the second to last lap. But I decided not to use it so he wouldn't notice and try to counter it, in the laps to come. So here we go up to the first turn on the second lap here, braking just before the 100, using the slope to help me deaccelerate. So now we're going down to turn number 2. Deadliest car still in the lead here. My braking point is I think probably 2 feet before the 100, and I use that, and this car comes flying in and takes out the number 1. So here I go, and I think there's a car on my right here. I don't have the interface up, so you can't see there in the mirror, but there's a car there on the right. I try to squeeze them, but then I realize coming through the straight here that it's a right turn. And so I sort of give it to him, out of courtesy. There I get nudged in the back, but that's part of online racing. I correct myself and going through here. Now I used to brake at the 100 to the 50, but now I'm braking in at the 50. I find I can still control the vehicle through the turn with some brake and gas and a bunch of different other things. I don't know which car here is in first, but we're still following him. You can hear there's a vehicle to my rear. It's still, so Deadest car. And I don't use the trick yet. I still follow his braking line, his braking point, and I try to keep the car on the track as best as I can. And I think this is lap 3 now. There's 5 laps, so a couple more to go. And I'm thinking through this race that I can catch this car here if I stick with him through this turn. And I think I kind of go too slow on this turn, and he kind of peels away. But with the techniques, and I want to stress this: if you have some corners that you found an easy way around, it's best not to deploy them right away unless you have a gap between you and the car in front. There I had a pretty good braking compared to his, and you can see I try scrubbing to catch as much traction on the tires as I can to catch up. So in this range here, I feel comfortable. I know I can, basically work off his errors. There he braked kind of late, and there I I did as well. But these cars here in this racing game, you can really there's a lot of room for error. So let's see here. No, see, that's a sort of a battle here. I didn't want to show my braking point just yet, because I knew that I had a better braking point than he did in this race. And so it was a tricky downhill on that turn here. Now, so I'm in the lead here, and he's right behind me, and I don't want to show my actually, there it is. I like to cross over that line and break in through the turn, and I think he's actually spun out. That's why I did it, to create as much of a gap, trying to conceal my technique through the course as much as I can. And he's way behind, so I knew that I pretty much had this race, and it was just all about keeping it on the track. And if I try to as a driver, you try to always get the fastest lap possible, and and this is just just racing. So that you can see, I play it safe, nothing too fancy. Try to keep the lead. You can hear he's still there, or another car is there, still behind, but they can catch you if you keep it consistent throughout the lap. There's some hard braking, and I am using a controller, so the steering is going to be a little bit more jerky than it would be, I suppose, if you use a wheel. I thought that turn was really good. That gave me some distance, and braking through this turn. This is the second to last corner, and I think I just decided to just play it normal. Didn't want to cut any times. I was thinking about my tire wear and how it can affect me, but only 2 more laps to go, not a big race, so you don't have to worry too much about that sort of stuff. And I think this might be the final lap here, braking just before the 100, sort of dragging it in. I just want to say, by no means I'm not the fastest driver, on this course. By a long stretch, I'd be the first to say that. But when you do see improvement, it's nice to make a video about it and show off where you think you've got the technique. So coming down this slope, this is if you have other cars with you, this can be really tricky, because it's a downhill turn, and you lose a lot of traction, and you can get into that gravel really easy if cars are behind you and you're trying to give them space. And yeah, it's absolutely hectic. So here we go. I think the fourth last corner. I try to avoid that apex on the outside. I notice it disturbs the car quite a bit. You can ride it, I think, if you get onto the green, but there's a chance to ruin a good lap. I go kind of wide here, and I got kind of nervous that I thought I might get a penalty, so I really slow it down through that last one, and I think this is across the line for the win. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or suggestions, please don't hesitate to pop them on down at the bottom. But this has been a commentary of a 5-lap race in Austria on the Red Bull GP ring. So thanks for watching. Orange Pylon out.